Am I the only one that is kind of amazed that just 5 years ago, you needed something like this glide cam to get some smooth cinematic footage, but that now all you need is your smartphone and a small gimbal like this Zhiyun Smooth Q3? Let's start with some B-roll because that's the best way, in my opinion, to judge if a gimbal is worth it. For those of you who are new to this channel, I'm Bellemare-Alford, a young photographer and filmmaker on a journey to become better at this art. Now let's talk about why phone gimbals like the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 can be so useful. If you're wondering why using a gimbal is so useful, it's that it allows to get much more stable and dynamic shots, which is very important to get some cinematic footage. This works by removing all the jitter when you're turning around your hand or when you're moving your arms, and then as you can see in the examples right now, it's much more stable than simply using the camera inside of your hands. Another pretty great advantage that I realized when testing with Noboru is that if you want to get much more complex shots, it allows you to get them in a much simpler way. So for example, if you want to get really close to the ground, you can simply turn around the gimbal and it's going to turn around the camera, and then you can then bring it back up. And if you want to get like moving shots, it's a lot easier to use the gimbal to get these types of shots and get a very smooth result in the end. It still isn't a perfect solution because you still get some of that up and down motion while walking around with the gimbal inside of your hand, and it's also limited to the video quality of your phone. But I'm going to talk about more of these limitations inside of my next video and how to remedy it when we compare this gimbal with the DJI Pocket 2 and talk about which one is the right choice for you if you're starting out and want to get some more professional looking videos. Now let's go meet my friend Noboru to see if he can figure out how to set up the gimbal and how it actually works.
Alright, let's go. So this is my first time using an actual gimbal. It's a little bit hard, it's a little sturdy. A little bit tight. Is that how it works? I think.
I just tried to have it like level. Yeah.
This is level.
That seems to be good.
Okay. Well, I have to turn on the power. There's a power switch somewhere. Oh, it's in the back.
Put it down on the table and just press it.
Oh, okay, now I turn on.
Is it working?
Yeah, there's like a green light on the... Oh, look. It moved.
Yeah.
It's like upside down.
Yeah, so the first thing, like to move it around, so I'm going to tell you because it's a bit harder to understand.
Yeah.
Triple click the
triple click, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh!
Around in the good side like you want it.
Yeah, the thing is that like the lens is here, so I see like the part of here. Like in the... Okay, yeah, I think
the
you screen,
turn around your phone
this thing?
in this case.
Like that?
Oh, no.
Oh, like completely?
You like remove it, put it
okay,
back
on. Okay, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. So now I can press it for a bit longer than you expect. Now it's turned on. Oh, good. So if I want it sideways, 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Okay, so I think I can walk you through the different modes. So the first mode you have right here is PF, which is for pan follow.
Okay.
So take it up. So if you turn around like the handle here, it's going to turn around the whole gimbal.
Oh, okay, I see.
And if you just move the camera like up and down, it keeps the camera like in the front here.
Okay, I see. Yeah. So I can like move like that and all that, and like it will keep like the whole
horizon.
Yeah.
The second mode, L, is for lock mode. Okay. So can you guess what happens for that one?
I guess this doesn't move. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh damn! Oh, this is so.
Yeah, it keeps it.
This is crazy. Oh my god. Wow.
Next mode.
F.
F is for follow. To bring it back to your like initial position, double tap on the button here.
1, 2.
And this brings it back.
Okay.
And now if you like turn it around, it's going to follow how you're turning around. And if you bring it up, down.
Ah, okay. So this is like I think this is the basic mode, right? It's like just to stabilize your shots, basically.
Yeah, it really follows like what you're doing.
Okay, I see. It's like more intuitive than the other two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Now the next one,
POV.
POV, I think you know what it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you explain what it's doing?
It's hard to tell. Like, it's kind of similar to like the F. What's the F already?
Follow.
Follow. Yeah, it's kind of similar to follow, but okay. Let me just check what's the difference. Okay. So the point of view, it's literally like it follows your movement like really straight. Like follow, it's like there's a lag between your movements and the gimbal. It's like, you know, like following. It's like really following.
Yeah.
But POV, it's really like if you move it, it's gonna move with you, but it's gonna like kind of reduce the.
I think the biggest
shape,
difference is like if you like turn it around, like turn it on sideways here.
Sideways, yeah.
POV is going to turn around with this, but if you're on follow, it's going to keep your camera always
so
steady.
This is on POV.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm gonna do follow. Oh, by the way, if you click double click on mode, it's gonna go back.
Exactly. Yeah, that was one thing I was going to tell you.
Okay. Yeah. So,
So
like,
you understand the difference?
Follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't. Oh yeah, this is good.
Click again on mode. Okay, so now it's flashing. Can you guess what's this mode? So I'm going to tell you, play with the joystick.
Oh, what?
That's vertex mode. So you can like turn it around while filming.
Wow. Hello.
Are you ready to go shoot some shots?
Let's go. Yeah, so I'm trying to like flip the gimbal so like I can film like this way. The problem is that it doesn't want. Look at it. Like it's moving, you know. Like it's like it's alive. It's like no, I don't want to move. You know, I don't want to change direction.
Bring it back
So
up.
we come back up. Like we calibrate it. Okay.
Try turning it this way.
This way.
Does that work? Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this works. Okay.
Yeah, seems to be
You have to be like. Okay, there's like a specific way to turn it. Hello.
The Zhiyun Smooth Q3 also has a companion app that allows to unlock a lot of features, including some photo modes. So it allows to take normal photos, also allows to take some panoramas at 180 degrees, 240 degrees, and also has a mode where you can duplicate yourself inside of the image. I was a little bit disappointed with all of these modes because the image quality just isn't great. So I wouldn't use it for these modes, but I would use it definitely as a selfie stick because you can simply take it around here and use your rear-facing cameras that are always better than the ones that are front-facing. You can also use the joystick right here to arrange your shot and then use the trigger button here when it's connected using Bluetooth to take your shot. So you can really easily get some better images by using your back camera instead of using your front-facing camera when you want to take pictures of yourself or of other things. Another good advantage is that if you're taking pictures when it's a little bit darker, by using a gimbal, it's going to keep your camera even steadier, so you're going to get even better results in low light situation. Talking of low light, there's a really neat feature on this gimbal, and it's that it has a lamp at the top here, so you can simply touch it and it's going to open the lamp, and you can even turn around the lamp. It's a little bit hard to do it one-handed, and point it on each direction as you wish and get some field lighting. It's not the most powerful light, but it's good enough if you're taking a selfie or filming some videos to get some light in front of you as quickly as possible. And it's already built inside of the gimbal, so it's a nice little addition to the gimbal. One reason why you should definitely be using the Zhiyun app is for its AI follow function. So by simply pressing the button right here once, you're going to track anything that is centered inside of the shot. Now you can create some very complex move by turning around the gimbal, and the gimbal is going to follow that object for you. This is especially great if you're following someone or something like that and you want to make sure that they're always centered inside of the shot. If tracking that spot is a little bit too small for you, you can simply draw a rectangle around any object inside of the frame, and then the gimbal is going to start tracking it automatically for you afterwards. So that's how easy it is to track objects using this gimbal, which is pretty neat to get some more complex shot without having to do a lot of the work of keeping the gimbal perfectly centered on that subject. The Zycam app also has some hyperlapse and time-lapse mode, but both of them were a little bit disappointed because the image quality wasn't the greatest and you don't have any advanced options or like a pro mode that allows you to customize the settings or get some JPEG or raw images for the time-lapse that would allow to get much more professional results. But I think that by keeping everything very simple, it's a great option for people that are just starting out and don't want to be overwhelmed with a lot of options and just want to get the results as quickly as possible. There's also a lot more useful features inside of the Zycam app for the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 that are pretty useful. So for example, you have a gesture mode that allows you to start and stop recording without even having to touch your phone. Then there's another mode that allows you to get some glamour effects. There's also a mode for some dolly-zoom, which is a pretty trippy effect that I'm not going to show inside of this video. Finally, there's also a mode for live videos where you can even use the AI function we saw to follow you around when you're moving around, which can be pretty useful if you're doing some live videos. And finally, you even have a built-in editor that allows you to get everything inside of one package. And this is very useful if you're starting out because you don't have to install multiple apps to get all of these effects. Everything is already pretty much built in inside of this app. Now the big question is, should you get this gimbal? At only $89, it's really easy to recommend the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 because it allows you to get smoother images and better images for under $100. This is a great addition to your video filmmaking gear if you're using your phone as your primary device. The Zycam app has plenty of features inside of it that allow you to get more complex shots without having to understand how to set up the settings or anything like that. But this is also a drawback for me because it doesn't have any pro mode that allows you to customize the setting and get the video you really want to get. But there's an easy fix for that, and it's installing another pro app to get some video, but you're losing some of the functionalities like the follow mode. The good news is that you still get some options like using the trigger via Bluetooth to start and stop recording the inside of another app on your phone. These video problems are not the fault of the gimbal, they're the fault of your phone, but I would say that the Zhiyun Smooth Q3 really performed well and allowed to get some more smoother shots once you understand how to use it. Now let's go see what Noboru has to say after using it for the first time.
Yeah, so I felt like, in the beginning that the plastic was kind of cheap and the controls, like, it was a bit unclear to me. Like, how many times you have to press the button, etc, etc. And also, like, I was struggling to like put it upside down and all that. But at the end, like, once I get hang of it, it's kind of very easy to use it. And you can do super crazy shots only with this. I don't think this is super like expensive either. I think it's very affordable. So it's definitely an option for, like, for new people, like, who wants to like film on their phone while not spending too much on, like, expensive gear and all that. So I probably would buy it for my own purpose. So yeah, I think it's a very good product for anyone who wants to just start, get into the game.
So I just realized I completely forgot to introduce my friend Noboru. A big thanks for helping me out in this video. Do you want to present yourself, and is there anywhere people can find you?
Yeah, so you guys can like check me out on Instagram. I think the account is gonna be in the description. Also, I'm thinking of like starting like a YouTube channel. I do have some other projects I'm doing on the side, but like, starting my own YouTube channels. Maybe like not like with the gears and all that, but like, maybe like more into food because I like cooking and all that. So if you guys are interested, please check it out, and we very appreciate it.
If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by hitting the like button below, and also consider subscribing for more content on the Zhiyun Smooth Q3, photography, and filmmaking in general. See you in the next one. Bye bye.